moves happily between Baroque palaces and high-rise blocks. Ila van Ooyen, Dutch-born photographer, has made Bratislava her home.
When you look around, basically what you see is a mix of old beautiful buildings, of new offices, of architecture from the 1970s, which is kind of futuristic in a way. And from the beginning that I live here, I've been really fascinated by this kind of weird mix.
She arrived in the Slovakian capital 8 years ago and was so inspired by what she saw that she decided to stay. The cityscape is constantly changing, and it's these changes that Ila van Ooyen wants to capture in her work.
Living in Bratislava means you live in a place that's changing very quick. Green growing in the city, all these kind of activist activities. I guess it's just the right place at the right time.
For her most recent project, she's shooting the many old Baroque palaces that dot the city. They're just as popular with tourists as Michael's Gate, the Presidential Palace, and the new Renaissance-style National Theatre. Bratislava's castle is perched high above the historic city centre. It offers incredible views of the Danube and the Petržalka district, which is one of the largest areas of high-rise blocks in Europe and home to 120,000 of the city's 400,000 residents.
In the early 60s, they needed to house around 100,000 inhabitants in the capital. So they had a competition, international competition. At the end of 60s, they started to build this area called Petržalka.
Another of the city's well-known structures, the Broadcasting Building, was built around the same time.
The city was now the capital of Czechoslovakia, and it seems like it was possible to make an experiment here. So we have many buildings that can be considered experimental, and this is one of them.
The Nio Bridge connects the old and new parts of the city. At the very top, there's a structure shaped like a flying saucer.
The UFO was on the other side of the river, in the new part of the town, to actually demonstrate the science fiction ideas, the new world facing the old town, facing the old world.
Visitors can explore the futuristic building from the inside. Known as the UFO, the restaurant towers 85 meters above the ground. The views are stunning, as is the Slovakian food.
Slovakian cuisine has various influences. Here at the heart of Europe, our cuisine has Italian, Hungarian, and Czech influences.
Back in the old town, the transformation process is well underway. The Danube was once the biggest and most upmarket department store in the country. Now the fourth floor serves as a fashionable nightclub.
It was a big thing what happened in Bratislava for young people. They know it from Berlin and from other cities in Europe, but they maybe find out this place like a small piece of Europe in Bratislava.
The view in Bratislava is always a marriage of the old and the new.